Okay, so today we're going to tie the dry fly hair wing, and this particular hair wing was tied with white uh, calf body hair. Just kind of give you a view of it, which is this material. I prefer to use the calf body hair for these hair wings. It tends to stack easier, and the fibers are a little straighter than what you find on a calf tail or kip tail. But the process I'm going to show you on this, you could do the exact same process with deer hair or any fur that you would want to use for a hair wing. So let's go ahead and get into the tie. I did not crush the barb on this because I'm just doing this as a demonstration for this wing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the thread, and this is just some white thread. I'm going to start about an eye width back on the shank, and this, by the way, is how I start all my dry fly wings, regardless of the material I'm using. So I do touching wraps halfway back, then I do touching wraps to the center of what I just covered. And what that does is it gives me a consistent spot on all of my dry flies of where my wing is going to be located regardless of the size of the hook. So that's what I do and how I do it. So I went ahead and clipped this calf body hair already from the hide, and I did a little bit of stacking. You can tell there's still some fibers here that I can pick out. I want them all, they don't have to look like a paintbrush, but I like them to be as close as I can get them. Oh, that one here, there we go. So I want this hair, this wing, like all dry fly wings, needs to be equal to the shank of the hook. So right about there. And you can tell I've got a pretty good pinch because this is going to cover both wings. So just checking my sizing there. So I'm kind of like when I was stacking the hair earlier, I'm just holding, pinching so it doesn't rotate around, because you could inadvertently spin this if you weren't careful. So I'll just leave all that waste right there for now. I'm going to go in the front, and I'm just going to wrap thread in front and make a little dam to get it to all stand up like so. So we got some loose thread. So now let's go ahead and clip this, and I'm picking that hair up, and I'm going to come down at a little bit of a sloping angle, and I want to clip it that way because it'll cause a little ramp for the rest of the dry fly if I was going to continue on with that. So now we're here. We just want to separate these fibers kind of in the middle, and then we're going to start off with just some figure eights. And I apologize if my fingers are getting in the way. It's a little hook and not a lot of space. So you can tell I've kind of got the wings starting to be separated. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the one wing, pull it up on top like so, and then I'm just going to wrap around that wing at the base, and you can go up just a little bit. I went up maybe 1/8 of an inch, and come around on the other side and do the same thing. Oh, see that? I'll let the tension out a little bit, and it let go of it. So here's the thing about fly tying that I think is a good thing to know. If you mess up and you can fix it and no one knows, did you really mess up? So you can see I've got a couple hairs here I need to clip if I was going to go on and finish this into a dry fly. We're going to clip them so you can just see how it. Apologize, put my scissors right up in the camera, didn't I? There we go. So now we're here. I'm just going to go ahead and tie this off because, well, we're not going to go farther in tying this into a fly. So this is the hair wing, and you can see with those wraps in there, maybe you can't see if I keep my fingers in the way. You can see with these wraps that are in here, they give you the ability, you can move that wing around as you need if you don't want them splayed out as far. Anyway, that's how you tie a hair wing. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that. And if you have any questions or comments, please just comment below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you around the vise.